Alright, so sometimes we follow the white rabbit into ways that we didn't know existed, right? And sometimes, even after catastrophe has happened, there's still more chaos to be endured, right? There's a lot of things not yet knowing their place. In the process of fixing things, sometimes things are going to look a little chaotic. But trusting in the process and recognizing that if we each do our little part and we do what we most think needs to be done right now, there's a pretty good chance that things will turn out pretty cool. So take that in whatever way you can imagine that it fits in today's society. And when we each start doing little things, we're going to recognize that a lot can get done. Like right here, right here, right here, right there, right there, and right there. These are just bricks of the puzzle. These are pieces of the puzzle that we need to put together. These are the things that we're doing in our life. What are we supporting? Are we supporting freedom and health and happiness and peace? Or are we allowing somebody somewhere else to spend our money, our time, our energy doing things that we don't want to see done? Because that doesn't make sense, right? Why would we do that? Why would we spend our time and energy doing things that we don't want to see done? That just sounds kind of silly, right? So, if we only supported the things that we wanted to have done, what would we be supporting? Do we want roads? Of course. Do we need them to have budgets that have to be spent every year to manage them, even if they don't need it? Probably not, because if we don't spend that money, it goes away, right? Well, it doesn't really go away. It should just go into the next big project that needs to be handled, like making sure that people have homes and people can afford to make them comfortable, with like heat and air conditioning, or at least shade, right? I mean, because if people have at least shade in the way of staying out of the rain, that's a pretty big bonus. You have way less likelihood of being robbed in your sleep if you're in a shelter. And maybe if people had shelters and that they were confident wouldn't be stolen from them if they couldn't afford it, maybe there wouldn't be so much crime. Maybe there wouldn't be so many people struggling to exist on so many levels that they're lashing out at others. And it's always somebody else's fault, right? But what if it's only our fault? What if it's our fault by what we support and what we allow to happen in our lives? helping everybody find their place and where they help the best is one of the things I'm good at. So I help people to recognize their power. And some people are really good at some things, and some people are really good at other things. And it takes all of us working together to create a masterpiece. And when we create a masterpiece, we can stop supporting war. We can stop supporting oppression of other people in other places because somebody somewhere said so. And now we come back into the rabbit hole with a little bit of energy and attention, and things look a lot nicer. Things look like they're in order. In a little bit of time, they'll grow. We've established some boundaries. We've used resources in the ways that we know how to use them. And that way will stay for a long time. Unless somebody comes by and messes it up.